Finding the right way to deal with the stress can feel like deciding to get through a busy intersection at full speed without any traffic lights or signs. You know anything could happen. Total uncertainty. With so much abundance of choices which we have nowadays to deal with the stress, often we end up feeling more confused and more stressed than before. This is also true for breathwork, a powerful yet frequently misunderstood tool for stress management and personal regulation. Often people misunderstand it and misuse it, leading to frustration, most times giving up and not trying it anymore, questioning if it works, saying things like, oh, yeah, this thing is just not for me. Hello, I'm Coach Carlos. I'm a certified breath coach dedicated to guiding you through the confusion of stress management, transformation, through the lens of safe, simple, adaptable, and effective breathing techniques informed by science. I'm very passionate about this, and I am here to simplify breathwork and show you how it can be a game changer in your life like it has been in mine. Today, through a very simple 3-step framework that helps us choose the right breathing practice for the right moment, and for that matter, it can also help us choose any other stress management practices we're considering trying in the future, for example. I do this pretty much every time. So let me share a personal experience from my breathwork journey. Before a winter swim in the ocean during Valentine's getaway, just a few years ago, I went into about 10 minutes of breath of fire, which I had just learned about. I knew it would help me fight the cold, which wasn't the right attitude to start with, and I wanted to get through a 2-minute dip, which my wife and I had planned. Now, on the way to the beach, I was already amped up for a full hour car drive in full sympathetic mode since we had decided we were doing this. And what I didn't know back then was that this overstimulation, rather than preparing me, left me unable to stay in the water for more than a minute, like not even half a minute. And this experience taught me the critical importance of not just knowing what to do, but also why to do it and how to do it. So let's explore these 3 steps to selecting the right breathing technique or practice for any situation. What, why, and how. The what is the technique. The technique is either an awake breathing technique, a balanced breathing, or calm breathing. Choosing the technique is based on the other what, which is where you're at, where your autonomic nervous system response might be at. It might be under the dominance of the stress response, or the calm response, or a balanced state of your nervous system. Then comes the why, understanding the purpose. This is important to understand because what I didn't know in my story is that the breath of fire was a very potent exercise. I didn't know exactly what was going on in my nervous system, and as I mentioned before, I ended up overstimulating my nervous system and getting myself out of whack. The why is important also in the sense that if we know what is going on chemically in our biology, in our physiology, how this practice that we are about to engage with is stimulating our nervous system response. That is the why. If we know that we are doing a breath of fire, as I am doing right now, I know I'm stimulating my nervous system, specifically the sympathetic nervous system response, which is the stress response. It helps me face this stress of this mild cold exposure, breathing, meditation that I'm doing in the video, as I tell you guys about this. So that is the why. And before I tell you the how, I encourage you to share any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in the comments. Support our mission, support my mission, which is to support others, optimize the way they breathe for benefits in the moment, for stress transformation in the moment, but also for the long term. You improve your respiratory system by doing daily simple exercises, breathing exercises. You optimize every other system in your body. So if you want to support me, commit to educate yourself, follow me, join me in this journey. I'm a breathing student for life, if that makes any sense. I'm studying this for life, and I want to share everything that I learn. Please join me, subscribe and like, and let's get into the how. The how refers to how to use your anatomy, how to use your body, whether you're using your nose or your mouth to inhale or exhale, whether you're doing alternate breathing like I'm doing right now. And knowing the how to perform the technique, knowing how many repetitions, how many sets, what a speed, ratio, and other components, other aspects that qualify a breathing technique. That is the how, and that is the process. If you understand what technique you're doing, why you're doing it, and how to perform it well, you are more likely to experience what you're looking for, what you want, whether it is to become calm, to feel calmness within you, or to upregulate your nervous system so that you have more energy to experience a cold wind. Or if the matter, the situation at hand requires you that you feel both empowered, present here in the moment, with access to your memory, to your focus, but also that you're calm, cool and collected, balanced. That also brings equanimity. That's what we understand as equanimity in our minds, or homeostasis within our bodies, which is balance between our systems, our body systems. I'll quickly tell you a little bit about the breath of fire. It is a powerful technique. As you can see right now, I've turned into Bastrika, or storm breathing. I just finished. They're both awake breathing techniques, or in the awake breathing category. They're best used sparingly and with intention, ideally in the mornings or before a workout. If you're going to move something really heavy, it should follow an awareness exercise to gauge the right intensity, low, medium, or high. It is vital to know how to downregulate your nervous system if you push too far. Avoid this practice before activities requiring full attention like driving or swimming as well. If you're looking at the video, what I'm doing to finish my practice is a slow, deep breath using a full diaphragmatic breathing technique. I just wanted to mention that as well. Remember the what, why, and how framework next time you face stress. The simple guide can empower you to choose the right breathwork technique, ensuring a coherent and beneficial experience. Together, let's breathe our way to a more balanced and energized life. I love you all.